And hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well, having a great day out there. Today, we're going to listen to a little Chris de Burgh. We're going to listen to this track, A Spaceman Came Traveling. This is off of the album Spanish Train and Other Stories, released 1975. We had listened to Spanish Train a long time ago, so this will be our second interaction and listen of Mr. de Burgh. This particular track was suggested to me by Queasel, Don Sutton, Fab4, Sicko the EW, I believe you mentioned as well, Andrew Ouellette, and Robert Cartier. So thank you guys so much for the suggestion. Let's go ahead and dive on in. We'll talk about it a little bit after. A Spaceman Came Traveling. Here we go.
A spaceman came traveling on his ship from afar. 'Twas light years of time since his mission did start, and over a village he halted his craft, and it hung in the sky like a star, just like a star.
I like how the little synth rises along with that line.
He followed a light and came down to a shed where a mother and child were lying there on a bed. A bright light of silver shone round his head, and he had the face of an angel, and they were afraid.
Love the little subtle synths in here.
And the stranger spoke. He said, "Do not fear. I come from a planet a long way from here, and I bring a message for mankind to hear." And suddenly the sweetest music
There's that sequencer coming through.
filled the air, and it went la, la, la,
There's your drop.
goodwill to all men, and love for the child.
That's good. I like how that came in.
This lovely music went trembling through the ground, and many were wakened on hearing that sound. And travelers on the road, the village they found by the light of that ship in the sky, which shone all round. And just before dawn, at the paling of the sky, the stranger returned and said, "Now I must fly.
I'm out of here.
When 2,000 years of your time has gone by, this song will begin once again, to a baby's cry."
Almost has a tinge of Peter Gabrielness to it. Almost.
This song will begin once again, to a baby's cry.
I like how the story's integrated into the music.
once again to a baby's cry.
That was really, really good. I really enjoy how slow and subtly it builds up from nothing but atmospheric guitar with a little bit of layer of synth back there. And it feels like a little bit of organ as well, like in the very beginning. And then it's just Chris singing. And I love how gentle his voice is, has a great storytelling aspect. And into some of the music, as the music went on, he reminded me a little bit of Peter Gabriel, like in his, Genesis days. A little bit. I'm not saying a 1-to-1, but like a 1 to like, I don't know, 0.30 or so. Like there was just some nuances. And maybe it's because of the Watcher of the Skies element-ish here in the story or something like that. But I was just really, really strongly feeling that. Because that is, in a sense, what we get here. Now, I get it with the lyrics, this alien is traveling, stops in this particular place, sees the baby. Actually, you know what? Let's look at it together. Why not? A spaceman came traveling on his ship from afar. 'Twas light years of time since his mission to start. And over a village he halted his craft, and it hung like a star, or in the sky like a star, just like a star. He followed a light and came down to a shed where a mother and child were lying there on bed. A bright light of silver shone round his head, and he had the face of an angel, and they were afraid. So, of course, they're seeing an angel, or what they perceive as one, but it's just an alien. He's just like, nope, I'm just here. Now, what is he doing? What does he say? He says, do not fear. I come from a planet a long way from here, and I bring a message for mankind to hear. And suddenly the sweetest music filled the air. And that's a really nice moment when the sequencer and that synth does come out, springing forth into the very beautiful and harmonious chorus with the nice choir-like vocals there. And amongst that, it says, and it went peace and goodwill to all men, and love for the child. Now, here's the question. You could say, right? Or maybe it's just me looking into it. It doesn't say like the alien, the spaceman, did anything to the child. So if you want to kind of take a spin on this, like God was using an alien to bring this message to Mary, in this case, and it was only what they perceived as an angel. You could view it that way. Or you could view it maybe in the sense of the spaceman did, in some capacity, make this baby special, and that's what it is, or something of that nature. I feel like you could go in a couple of different directions with this, but I do like how the sweetest music filled the air, and how wonderful that does sound here in the song. This lovely music went trembling through the ground, and many were wakened on hearing that sound. The travelers on foot or on road, the village they found, and by the light of that ship in the sky, which shone all around. Of course, that's going to be the three men coming to bring some gifts. And just before dawn, at the paling of the sky, the stranger returned and said, now I must fly. When 2,000 years of time has gone by, this song will begin once again to a baby's cry. That's kind of interesting. Like, the song will begin again. Like, this is a cycle of sorts. A messianic cycle, perhaps. And then, of course, it goes back into the chorus there. It says it became a popular Christmas song. I've never heard this one. I've heard Jingle Bells, but not sure about this one. It says at first release in 1975, it saw minimal success, but eventually reached the top of the Irish single chart, staying for 15 weeks and then climbing to 22 on the Canadian AC charts. It says Burgh, who had just signed his first recording contract, was broke and staying at a friend's flat when he read Chariots of the Gods. The book made him think, what if the Star of Bethlehem was a spacecraft? And what if there was a benevolent being or entity in the universe keeping an eye on the world? It says that, let's see, whose work figures that every 2,000 years there would be a major cataclysmic event. De Burgh saw the birth of Christ as such an event, and then 2,000 years later there would be a similar one. He imagined the nativity scene, the thing hovering, and of course all the things described there in the song. The song failed to chart when it was first released, but De Burgh says it's been much better to have a regular reoccurring song than a hit for 3 weeks, referring to the song's regular airplay during the festive season. Which, yeah, you don't want a quick, hot sizzle in the pan. You want something that simmers and maybe eventually reaches a boiling point, but then comes back down and simmers some more when it comes to the charts. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for the recommendation. I appreciate it. Let me know what you guys thought of the track, of course, in the comments below. You can support what I do on Patreon for as low as $2 a month. Press the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. I apologize for my stuffiness and everything, but have a wonderful rest of your day. and I will see you all later. Bye.